I'm Dr. Sangeeta Sahi, the chairperson for Unified Human Foundation UK, Unified Human Foundation USA, and Unified Human Foundation Australia, and Unified Prakriti Foundation in India. We are a non-profit that supports projects and initiatives which unify human beings with nature. We have a global annual summit called Mothership Earth Summit. And this year, our theme is Global Wellness, Planet Earth and Humanity Thriving Together 2.0. I'm delighted to welcome one of our esteemed speakers, Dr. Stefan Julich from the California Institute of Integral Studies. And he'll be sharing a live session with us on October the 22nd, 2025, entitled Earth as a Living Symbol, Nature, Magic, and the Evolution of Consciousness in the Jungian Aion. I'm inviting Stefan to share a little bit of an overview of the live session so that we can see what we're in for. Welcome, Stefan.
Hi, Sangeeta. Thank you very much. Well, I guess that I would just start with the idea of the living symbol. What is a living symbol? To Jung, a living symbol is a symbol that has the ability to effect our own inner transformation, our psychological, psychic, or even spiritual transformation. It's a mystery, essentially, an image that will take us into the depths where the transformative process, the evolutionary process within us is already always at work. So it's a way of using the image to kind of tap into that process, that evolutionary process. So really what I want to talk about by using Jung's idea of the Aion or the Aion is the movement from what he considered to be the Aeon of Pisces, which is what we're in right now. It's the Aeon of the warring brothers, of conflict. And many of the dramas that we see in the world today are really indicative of that Aeon. The movement into the next Aeon, which is the Aeon of Aquarius, which is a period in which those conflicts will largely be overcome, and we will be much more unified as individuals and as a race and as a world. How do we get there from here? Well, it will happen automatically, but there are no guarantees that we'll actually survive the transition. So Jung gave us some ideas based on his own transformative process and on his years of working as a psychologist with patients and with clients to try and understand within us, through our dreams and through our experiences of the world, through what he considered to be our projections out onto the world, where we actually see ourselves projected onto the world. And we reclaim those projections little by little. We begin to understand that the entire process that we're in has a deeper significance, a much more profound significance that is not merely materialistic. He doesn't have a reductive materialist model that he operates under. Along the way, the individual is working towards contacting and becoming figures within themselves. And one of those is the monofigure or the magician. I'm really interested in just this right now in my studies. Like, what does it mean to become a magician from a Jungian perspective? Does it mean donning a robe? Does it mean carrying a wand? All of that stuff. It means something really specific. And this is what I want to explore. And along the way, I want to talk about the ways in which we both interact with, and perceive nature, the natural world around us, as something living and conscious and aware, as opposed to as kind of a bucket of resources that we can draw from for our own pleasure and for our own use. So how do we see ourselves as part of a world that's completely alive and articulated in almost infinitely? and that we're a part of it, and that we can come to know it because ultimately it is us and we are it. And this sounds, it sounds like metaphysics. It sounds like the spiritual practices and teachings of many different places. And Jung is not often understood to have been engaging in that, but he has a very particular way of engaging in this very same way of looking at the world. And I think if you follow his ideas to their end, that you become so much more a part of the totality. And that's
Stefan,
really what I want to discuss in this.
thank you, Stefan, because I think this is very, very timely for all of our communities globally. To be able to understand in a much more holistic way what is happening to us and our planet within the context of our cosmic existence as well. So, and our own, obviously, holistic evolution. So we're very, very much looking forward to your session on October the 22nd. And we thank you again for participating in Mothership Earth Summit 2025. Thank you.